everyone and Merry Christmas. I hope we all enjoyed our Christmas celebrations. My name is Hannah and you're welcome to Monday Morning Confession. Monday Midday Confession. Today I just want to remind us of Psalm 103, and it says, "Bless the Lord, all my soul. All that is within me, bless his holy name." But verse 2 is our focus for today. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all of his benefits." I think it's the NLT that says, "And do not forget all the good things that he's done for me." In this moment, we're still in the center or the middle of Christmas celebrations. We still have leftover food, which I am personally looking forward to. We still have gifts to unbox. We're still in the center of the excitement and joy, and that is brilliant. But actually, I'm speaking into the next few days, getting closer to the end of the year, where all of the excitement starts to die down, and then we start to focus on the fact that, oh my God, the year is ending, and we start to focus on the things that we haven't achieved, the things that we're not able to do, or more importantly, we start to focus on the things we think God hasn't done. And that starts to rob us of our joy. And rather than focus on what we need to, what we need to be thankful for, rather than focus on the fact that it's not a right that we made it to the end of the year, it's grace. We start to focus on the other things that we think that God has not done. But I want to remind us that obviously, because we are human, it's normal to forget. And that's what the Bible has reminded us not to forget. The Bible has said to us to take time to actually sit down and recall and be grateful. In a Nigerian proverb, it says, "If you can think, you can thank." So sometimes it takes us to actually sit down and reflect. So for the next 7 days of the year, I want you to sit down and begin to recollect and let gratitude fill your heart. But to thank God, not from a place that you know that because I thank him, he's gonna do something. No, with no agenda. True, genuine gratitude with no agenda, but just realizing that God has been good and that God has been faithful. If you read the whole of that Psalm 103, it talks about the fact that he's forgiven us of our sins. He hasn't given us what we deserve in terms of the punishment for all the wrong we've done. If you think about what God should do, because you think, oh, God should have done this by now, let me tell you that what God should have done, based on your sin, based on your flaws, based on you as a human being and what you deserve, it should have probably ended you. It should have probably taken you to heaven. It should have probably not given you half of the blessings you have. So think about it. I mean, there's something interesting happened yesterday. I smashed my thumb and it was a bit painful, but I didn't pay attention to it. I woke up this morning, I could not move it without excruciating pain. It was swollen. And I was like, oh my God, I never paid attention to how important my thumb was. And I was like, there are people who don't even have hands. And I'm here moaning about a little thumb that's painful. I've never thanked God for my thumb before. I'm like, God, thank you for my left thumb that's not hurting. And I thank you because the right one will be better soon. But my point is, little things that we don't understand how important it is. Do you realize there are people right now who can't drink or eat without a tube down their throat? Do you realize there are people who can't breathe without a tube through their neck? Do you realize that there are people who cannot do a number 1 and number 2 without assistance, or go in the hospital for that reason? Do you realize that people that don't have hands and feet? You complain this, you haven't gotten a house. Do you realize there are people that are sleeping out on the streets as I'm talking to you right now? It's easy to focus on the things that haven't been done, that you haven't achieved, that you don't have. But what about the things you have? What about the things that God has blessed you that you did not deserve? And so as you go through the remaining 7 days of this year, I want you to be intentional. And so every time those thoughts come into your mind, reminding you of the things that you haven't achieved, the things that God hasn't done, the things that want to bring anxiety, worry, and fear to your heart, I want you to replace those thoughts with a beautiful memory of the things that God has blessed you with. But above all, I want you to be intentional about thanking God, because he has been good. And the fact that we're seeing the last week of the year is not because of anything we've deserved, not because of anything we've done, but by his mercies. And so I want you to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bless the Lord, all my soul, and forget not all the good things he's done for you. And as you do that, as you decide to be intentional about your gratitude this week, God will fill your heart with joy. God will fill your life with his presence. And above all, you will begin to see something in you shift, something in you change, something in you transform. Think about it. Do you not like to be around those who are grateful, who are thankful, and who create the right atmosphere around you? But that's what you do. You keep the presence of God around you more so when you are thankful and grateful. Have a beautiful rest of the year, and I'll see you next year, 2023. Love you. Take care. Bye. Happy New Year.